If you have petitioned for your spouse, or your spouse has petitioned for you, and you are in the process of a marriage-based immigration petition, then listen up. The most common question I get is, what questions are they going to ask me in my interview? Now, not everyone might be issued an interview, but immigration officers have a broad range of discretion in issuing interviews, and within those interviews have lots of discretion in terms of the questions they can ask you. And so while it is impossible to tell you what questions you will be asked, there are kind of categories of questions that I tell people that they should be aware of. So the first category of questions is regarding your spouse's background information and basic like family information. Where was your spouse born? What are their parents' names? Has your spouse ever been married before? When is the last time you saw your spouse's family? Okay, so background information regarding your spouse is kind of the first category of information. The next category of information I tell my clients to be aware of is information regarding your actual relationship with your spouse. So obviously, when did you get married? When did you meet? Did you live together before getting married? What is the address of where you lived together at the beginning? Do you have a shared bank account? How did you celebrate your last birthday or your spouse's last birthday? What did he or she get you, and vice versa? What TV shows do you like watching, right? So that's about your relationship with your spouse, okay? Like the relationship itself. Then there are questions regarding the actual household that you live in, like what type of flooring do you have in your bedroom? How many bathrooms are there in the home? Do you have a TV in your bedroom? So regarding your specific living situation, okay? That's kind of the third category. The fourth is your spouse's like personal information in terms of how much does your spouse make a year? Does your spouse have any tattoos? Does your spouse drink coffee or drink tea, or none of the above? Where does your spouse work? What's your spouse's cell phone number? Things like that, okay? That's like more personal information. So those are kind of the four categories that I divide questions into, and you should think about those prior to your marriage-based interview if you do get one. And while we cannot predict, they have broad discretion in terms of the types of questions they can ask, I'd say generally setting these four categories does seem to help my clients.